All right, everyone, I'm going to review what I did in class today for getting to the library. So you should be in Canvas. Click on Library, and it will open in a new tab, hopefully. So you could potentially start at just the LCC website. Go to Services. Click on Library, of course. Actually, I think it was just in the library. Sorry. And you want to scroll down to either where it says Research Databases or just right here where it says Databases, either one. Lots of entry points. There's probably more than that. And like I said in class today, you're looking at a collection of databases. So think of these as specialized super Google search engines, like for different purposes. A couple I want to highlight are first CQ Researcher, which I explained is pretty great for like popular hot button issues, and it'll show you both sides, lots of statistics and balance. If you look at EBSCO, that is going to be very complete. It's one of the harder ones to use, but if you can't find something for a topic, it's probably in EBSCO, and you just need to search a little bit harder. Now there's also Films on Demand. In class I called that like an academic or just a more scholarly YouTube. It filters videos, typically like television programs, some documentaries, things like that. Gale is really nice. It's very specialized though. You can see there's US history, there's health, world history, literature, global issues, health and wellness. So pick what you need when it applies. Maybe not for this first project, depending on what you chose. And the other one that I highlighted in class was ProQuest, which picks up on magazines and newspapers. This is stuff you probably could find through Google, but the library databases is one way to find things in a more targeted manner, typically more appropriate to academia. Okay, so let's click on one of these and do a search and highlight some important points. Let's go to ProQuest, and you will need to log in again, the same way that you would use to log in to your computer, the computer stations you're using in the lab. And in class, I just went to advanced search, so I could show you more things. And let's say I'm looking at food. No. Let's say I'm looking at Ground Zero, the 9/11 memorial, and because this is different than Google, you can't just write, how do I bake an apple pie? You have to trim all of that excess. You have to get only the concrete words. Ground Zero and memorial. All right. Now, I said it's really important to click on full text no matter what database you're searching in. You can click on peer reviewed, which means that somebody else has read it and vetted it. At this point, I'm not requiring that. That's not the most important thing right now. If you want to add on extra words to search, you could do and design. And in class, I mentioned the importance of having some different words. So here you might put construction or creation or project, or there are all types of things that we could play with to try to get the results that we want. Now click on search, and I mentioned that you really aren't gonna right away find what you want. I mean, look at these things. Spare times. What does that have to do with my search terms? Architect David Ager. I don't know, maybe he made it. And these aren't the best though. They're not really aligning. So under sort, you want to click on relevance and resort. And then look what happens. I mean, you can tell right off the bat that this initial finding is probably going to be a good one. Design and symbolism of reflecting absence. So let's click on that and show some other tricks about the library databases. You can email this to yourself. You can print it in the computer lab or even during class. But click on Cite, and it pops up automatically in MLA 7th edition, which is what you need. But let's say you were taking another class and you needed APA. Then you could change it up a little bit. Wow, that's severe. Anywho, let's do MLA. Change that. And there is the works cited entry that you're going to need for your essay if you use this source. Alright, so that is your crash course in library databases. There is so much more to teach you, but at least we are getting started.